Justin, you seemed the first 10, 15 minutes you started with the right intensity and you seemed up for it, but where did it all fall apart from your point of view?
Yeah, we were right. Once again, we were ready to go and we started well and probably missed a couple of chances ourselves, and then obviously the minute we make a few errors, we kick it out, or we give a silly penalty on the last tackle, or we hold the ball loose on play one and just give them a try. All of a sudden it's 16-6 at half time, and we've got to be better at keeping it at 6-all. Either don't make the errors to start with, or if we're going to make an error, then defend it, and that's what we're not doing, and that's why we're here with the score what it is. And start the second half again with a real crack and compete hard for 20 minutes, but the minute they get one, instead of that burn 10 or 12-6, it's now 22-6 and we're chasing a game again. And then, when you're playing well like the opposition are, they just, it just comes down, short kick off, it must hit the line by a centimetre. They take that chance. We had an early dropout. They went short. We had three guys standing there. No one dived on it. One of their guys did. So we just, fallen just short in a lot of areas, and it's ended up a big scoreline against us.
Is that a mental, the tries in bunches? I think after the Cronulla game you talked about that you concede one but you concede three. Then that it happened twice tonight where you conceded three. And is it a mental thing, do you think?
No, it's both. It's the ability to defend it that we're not doing. We're always going to be put in that position, and we had to fight our way out of it, and we didn't do that.
Where do you go from here, Justin? There's not many players you can bring. You get the Origin, Tino back, and Dave in a couple of weeks, but what do you do?
Yeah, well, obviously, we've got to just keep getting on with it and stretch those periods that we're playing well for longer periods, and we can't have the bad periods. That's what we're doing at the moment, and we've been doing it for a long time, and that's what's killing us. So, it's not so much about players back. It's just competing harder. Obviously, they were missing some Origin players, and obviously we had Dave out, and Phil. We got a couple out. Paddy Herbert will be, right to come back in, which would be good. But now we've lost JC, so. Got some work to do for next weekend.
What's the latest on JC?
Oh, he's done his hamstring. I don't know how bad till he gets a scan on it. But the minute he went off the field with him, we didn't look a real threat in attack at all. So it's a worry.
AJ, just sort of throwing it in when you concede one try. How do you explain 3 and 8 minutes twice in the game?
Well, we're definitely not throwing it in. I mean, it may look like that, but we're behind the line saying all the right things, get back into the grind, and I thought we defended a half-decent set. I think they got to about halfway, give us 6 again. Just a silly, ill-disciplined 6 again, and then just lack of resilience to defend our line, and just not showing any pride in our line at the moment. But it's not like, we're not trying to defend it, but we're just not getting it done at the moment, and it's happening in patches, like you say, and it's quite consistent at the moment, and I think it is pretty mental. I think we can show that we can hold it with teams, which we do for long periods of time, and then there's 10, 15-minute windows where we look like we've never played together before, we don't care. So I think, we just got to keep at it, but at the moment it's just nowhere near good enough.
Tino on the sidelines tonight, did he have much to say to you, mate, after the game?
I haven't had a chance to speak to him after the game. Half time he was just, just saying what he thought and little tips and that, which, we're all kind of on the same page, we thought. I felt pretty not comfortable. I felt pretty confident at half time. I know they were up 16-6, but I felt like we were matching their energy. They just had that 5-minute period where they scored 3 tries, and I felt still confident in the second half. But then, like Justin said, once you let in that one and they're coming home with momentum, it's 22-6. You start trying to flick it out the back and start high risk things, kicking short, not getting it back, and then you defend your line again. So we're putting ourselves in hard positions to chase points when, like Justin said, when it's 6-all. We should get back in that grind, go another 20-minute period, and then if you get half time at 6-all, it's a whole different game. You come out for a 20-minute grind there, and they score, and they're up by 4 or 6. You're still right in the game there, but at 22-6 with 20 minutes to go, we're still in it. But you start playing differently. You start trying to score tries rather than just keep completing and getting in the grind.
They go sideways a lot, Justin. Is that how you want this team to play, or?
Oh, that's like AJ summed up, mate. When we're getting behind and we're looking for ways, and it's not what we want to do, but it's a hard position that we're getting ourselves into. So I thought AJ summed that up beautifully then. You know, at 6-all, you're not all of a sudden looking to score, and as you said, we're going sideways, and then when they upped the ante on us and we shifted and dropped the ball and just gifted them one, like, we, you know, can't do that. And you know, even if they jag one, it's 12-6, but we just tackle two, we shift the ball sideways, drop it, and they run the length and score. Like, we're trying so hard to get to 6-0. We're trying so hard, and then we just go bang, bang, and 16-6. And then 20 minutes in the second half, we're trying hard. We're down their end and we're trying hard, and we're, you know, but we're not coming up with enough, and then we're not defending it. So.
Do you think this year's over?
No, not at all, mate. We know we're miles off, but you know, we're going to keep working at it and string some wins together. But yeah, we're definitely not giving up. As AJ said, we're not even giving in. Like, we're just, when you get behind like that, you try short kick-offs and they got every one of them back. We look like bundle them in a touch. They threw the ball back in somehow in time and dived on it. That's what you do when you're playing well. You know, the ball must have come down, snicked the line on the 10, and they just caught it and went the other way. Like, they're just, you know, we're hesitate with everything. You know, I thought AJ would have scored himself in the first half, and he sort of doubted it and threw it in. Then Tanner Boyd's nearly there. Like, just get there. Just, you must have been a blade of grass short. Like, they're just big moments that we aren't winning. And then, yeah, we're on the end of a big score on the night against us.